Hello and welcome to my video on R programming. So in this video we'll learn about some of the operators used in R. So we'll learn about the types of operators. So the first one is arithmetic operator. These operators are all the arithmetic symbols used in mathematics, which can be plus, minus, multiplication, division, and so on. Okay. The second one would be the logical operators, which can be true, false, and or operator. Okay. Third one would be the relational operator, which can be greater than, can be less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, and so on. Okay. Fourth one will be the assignment operator, which is of two kinds. One is the left assign, which is represented by this. In this, the variable is on the left hand side and the value of that variable is on the right hand side. And the other one is the right assignment, which is this symbol. Okay. And it can have the value of equal sign also. The assignment operator can be of equal sign. So suppose we say count is 25. So what will this statement do is it will assign the value of count as 25, and it is the left assignment operator which we have used. Okay, so you can see in the environment window that the count has been assigned as 25. Okay. Now let us learn about the if statement. Okay. So suppose we say, as we have defined count as 25, we say if count is greater than 25, we should print greater than 25. Okay. Else we should print less than 25. Okay. So when we run this, we will see that it did print less than 25 because it is not satisfying this condition as our count is not greater than 25, so it is going into the else loop. Okay. So we'll do the same example using nested if. So in the nested if, we can give more than one condition. So suppose we'll copy this code from here and we say else if our count is greater than we have seen less than, we will say print less than 25. Okay. If not, if both the conditions are false, we will say else print equal to 25. So, and then we close this loop. Okay. Now let us run this code and see what will be the output. So you can see by using nested if, we will get the output as equal to 25 as both the conditions are false, so it will go to the else loop. Okay. Now we will learn about the if-else function. Okay, let us understand it by an example. So suppose we say that A is a data set and it contains the value as this. Okay, so C, we use the C operator, the C alphabet when we have to concatenate different values in a single data set. Okay, so in this the value of A will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we say if else A modulus is 2 is equal to 0, then we say even, otherwise we will say odd. Okay, so first let us run this code. So you can see that the values of A are 1, 2, 3, 4 as we have assigned. Okay, so what will this statement do is, it will check if the values divided by 2 will give a remainder of 0 or not. So if the values divided of A divided by 2 gives 0, it will print even, else it will print odd. Okay, so the values, it will take each and every value of the A data set. So you can see that the first one, 1 is odd, second is even, 3 is odd, 4 is again even. Okay, so it is used to check the condition and then print the output accordingly. Okay, now we will learn about the switch statement. So you can use the switch statement as this. Let's say A, B, and then C. Okay, so what will this do is, the first character, the first state, the first value of this switch statement will tell the number of position. So in this it is 3, so you will print the third value after the number of positions. So it is printed. So you can see that C is printed because we have given the position to get printed as 3. Okay. Now we'll talk about the for loop. So the for loop executes the code for specific number of times. Okay. So suppose we say there is a variable called rec and we will assign the value as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we say for val in rec. Okay. If so, print val. So it should check for the value in this rec variable, and if this value is in the rec variable, it will print the value. So you can say that the rec is being assigned as 1, 2, 3, 4, and when we execute this, you can see that all the values have been printed because val in rec. This statement checks whether the value of val variable is in rec or not. Okay. So it will check for the value and then it will print the value. Okay. So it will assign the value and then it will print the value, and it gets incremented by 1 each time. Okay. Now we'll talk about the while loop. So the while loop test expression, if it tests the expression, if true, the loop keeps running. Okay, so again we'll say rec is 1, and now we'll say while I while sorry while rec is less than 5, print rec rec is equal to rec plus 1. Okay, so first we'll assign the value of rec as 1, and then when we run this code, let's run this code. So you can see that 1, 2, 3 and 4 has been printed and 5 is not being printed because then this condition fails and it will not go into the loop. So first it will check for 1, 1 is less than 5, it will print and it will increase the value of rec, and again 2, 2 is less than 5, and then it will increase. So by the time it reaches 5, this condition will fail as 5 is not less than 5, so it will not print the rec. Okay. Okay. Now we'll learn about the repeat loop. So what is repeat loop? It iterates a code until exit is reached. So in this case, we will use break. Okay. So let us understand it by an example. So we say x is 1, and then we say repeat. Now we say print x. So it is saying to repeat and print the value of x depending on the condition. Okay. Now it says x is equal to x plus 1. So every time x is incrementing. Okay. And now we say x is equal to 4, then break. Okay. So in this case it is asking R to print the value of x, and it is incrementing the value of x, but it is again giving a condition that when x is equal to 4, it should exit the loop. So you can see that the values of 1 to 3 is printed. Apart from that, when it reaches 4, it will get exit from the loop and it will end the code. Now we'll talk about the next statement. What does it do? It helps in skipping the current iteration of loop. Okay. So suppose we say num value is C1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we say for val in num. Okay. So now we'll say next. Now say print val. Okay. So in this case what is happening is, so we say that for val in num, so it will assign the value of val as num, and then when we say if val is equal to 3, then next. This code will skip the condition in which val is equal to 3 until exit this loop, and then it will start again from 4 and 5. So you can see that when val is equal to 3, 3 is not printed, and as we have said that if val is equal to 3, it should skip that code and then again it should continue looping and should continue running the code, but skip that value of val when it is equal to 3. Okay. So these are some of the loop statements as well as operators used in R. So I'll be back with my next video. So till then, bye bye.